Hey yo, what's up? You know what it is. It's the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D. And of course, I'd like to welcome you guys back to another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks On in Yo, Uchu Sentai Kyuranger, Space.9. And this was standard fare. This was standard fare in the essence of this was your Sixth Ranger officially Let's Get Him Over episode, because you might as well call this the Job Squad, because everybody did everything they could to get Shorompo over, and the show did a successful job in getting Shorompo and the whole he's a Q Ranger thing over. The show exceeded at that, not succeeded, it exceeded in making the point that this dude is the boss, put work in, Q Ranger, blah. Okay, we get that. More importantly, I appreciate that the show gave his ultimate evolution into Draco Commander a whole bunch of gravitas and a whole bunch of emotional backstory, because we learned about a new character, the Supreme Commander Big Bear, who is no longer with us because he gave his life to Shorompo because he was being a technical fake Q Ranger. I'm like, I was trying to sit up here the whole episode and figure it out, because it's like, early in the episode, it's like nothing that I caught on to until after Spotter caught on to it was that he couldn't be a Q Ranger for long. And it's like, after looking at the episode and like rewatching it opening scene again, it's like you see all the allusions to something's not right here. And that's the mark of good writing, when you have to watch it back a second time to see what you didn't catch the first. I'm like, it was just an amazing backstory, and it's like I said again, the show did a wonderful job getting this whole thing over. This event of Shorompo becoming a true Q Ranger, because it was some allusions to Dragon Ball when Lucky sat up here and did what Lucky does as a good red that he is, that this show needs. It's like, yo, the reason why your shit don't work, buddy, is because you trying to do it by yourself. You got the squad with you, we rolling with you, we got your back, and that's when the power erupted. You may state your wish. Man, I need to go play some more Hyper Dragon Ball Z, and you all need to as well. I'm like, again, like I said, this whole episode was Job Squad, because again, everybody's getting murked. I'm like, Shorompo put in this magical work, and I haven't seen work put in like that in a long time. I'm like, he looked on Madarko and Ikagin by himself, put in this work, the WORKKK work, put it in, sitting up her handling. And I'm like, even Madarko got murked. Even though the end of the episode showed when Ikagin made his escape that he took a piece of her, which means that we saw last episode she can regenerate. So you know that's going to be a thing. We're going to get a lot, because now that I think about it, let me run that back. We're going to get a lot of false, we didn't kill Madarkin and Ikagin until they fully get together and do like some mega all-star crash combined with shooting with them call on duty black shots. Blink, blink, blouse. You gonna need everything. You gonna need all the homies. Like, we gotta sit up here. We gotta bust ahead to the white meat. Make sure you dead. Cause I'm like, again, I already see it. The show is going to do a whole bunch of, we did it, and then they come back to the episode. What happened to you? Hey, we can regenerate. Ha suckers. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like that. Again, I will say this one more time, because this isn't really an episode that you can really review, because again, this is just standard fare. It's standard Sixth Ranger. Let's get him over fare. All the bad guys come out. Everybody gets a little moment, and it's like the thing that I truly appreciate, because I don't want to forget to say this, is how full circle Space 8 and Space 9 were when it comes to the whole backstory of Shorompo, because you were sitting up here thinking the whole time he was talking about Spada being an insubordinate, not listening and taking orders from your commander. It was that we understand and we now know is that the reason why Shorompo is the way he is because he lost something very precious to him because he disobeyed an order. And it's like, but that's real life. It's like sometimes you just have to learn when to fall back. And sometimes when you fail to fall back, when it's your turn to fall back, bad things happen. However, speaking of Commander, Supreme Commander Big Bear or whatever the hell, they making more allusions to this Kotaro kid. Making more allusions to this boy. He's still on the damn ship. And then when you had Jean Rompo doing his silent prayer like, thanks OG man, good looking out. You see the birth thing. Yeah. You think I don't see this show? No, I do see this. You are really trying to get over this kid wants to be a Q Ranger. His determination and his heart to be a Q Ranger is going to speak to the Commander Big Bird. He's going to become a Q Ranger. Do anybody on the internet want to take me on the bet on this? Because I see it. My mind's eye is open, baby. I see you coming. And even I have to love the little illusion at the end. We changed the name of the show, and then it was like, no, you hand me up there. No, Spotter like, nah, son, we're not doing that. That whole bit was funny. That whole bit, we're gonna call ourselves Uchu Sentai Kyuranger. Nah, we kind of sort of did that almost like last season, bruh. But it's cool. It's cool that you thought of that, but nah, bruh. Nah, Sobero, nah. You know what? I sat up here and I just had a random thought, dog. We need another Akiba Ranger, dog. I think we overdue, man. I think we overdue for another Akiba Ranger. I think we done had enough teams since then, man. They can really do some spoof stuff and shit. Like, I really want to see that. But that is off topic, regardless of the point. This was a great episode. Let's just begin and end with that. Is that everything wrapped up pretty nicely. They got over Jean Rompo. They've successfully done that. They still hinted to Kotaro and all this, and we got some great backstory. You can't really ask for much more than that. You really can't ask for much more than that. It's like this was an episode that while pretty by the numbers, given that this is a 6 Ranger episode or a 6 Ranger 2-parter with some deep backstory that is going to affect the near future of the current plot of what's going on, is that they did a good job of getting the point over without trying to slap you in the face with it, and that I can appreciate. So congratulations, Commander. You're a real Q Ranger now. You're a real boy! Well, a real dragon, but still my point. So that's that. That is a review of this episode of Uchu Sentai Kyuranger. Is everybody cool? I'm good, you good, everybody good, bad. Okay. This is going to turn to a video now, so I'm going to do that. XA later in the week, plenty more work coming. How about that? With that being said, you know what it is. The one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D. And of course, I'd like to thank you for joining me for another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks. And with that, wish upon a star!